Hello there viewers and welcome to another video. This time I'm showing you what I use to draw because I think that's important for you guys to know. So let's get straight in. I'll do it in two parts. First is what I draw with, and then what I draw, where the pictures come from, the ideas and what good books you can use. So firstly, pencils. So I am quite a fan of Faber-Castell, as you can see. A German company, mainly these triangular ones. Not sure how well you can see that. They also have like hexagon shaped pens. I prefer to use HB. That's just the way I got used to it. This is what I used in school for a while, and I think I can control this pen very well with where I want it to go, obviously, and also how hard I want to press on. So as an eraser, I think high quality erasers are quite important. I have this Helix. Also Faber-Castell has a really good one. I used to use that one, but Helix also makes really good ones. It's really just based on taste. I think I'll say this quite a lot in the video, that what you like, what you prefer as a taste is most important. Sharpener, I also have a Faber-Castell. This one I like because it's compact. As you see, you can open it and it has a good razor, or not razor, but a good edge. Colour pencils, they're rather important. I use black editions. Here, you can see them probably. Also triangular, come in many different colours. This is a 12 pack. There's also the non-black edition, they're a bit cheaper, pretty much the same. I use fine liners a lot, as you may have seen. The Staedtler ones are my favourite here. This is a 6-pack, sorry for that. There's also a 10-pack available, I think. One of my friends has that. I think they're really useful. For me, they've proved to be practical, and also they don't smudge. So that's also good to have. I usually use black, red, occasionally blue, but obviously the 10-pack has different colours like yellow and orange. So if you're more interested in fine lining different aspects and detail, then that might be the one for you. For me, this is enough. To make the wheels, I use, I'm not quite sure what it's called, one of these. Just put it down and then it makes a circle for you quite nicely. I like to draw on A4, just printing paper. There's also the small rigid, harder kind of paper. If you want to display something, then that's what I recommend for you to draw. Most of these I just keep in like a folder, so this is enough. That's pretty much it. Now we can move on to probably the bigger bit with what help I use, where I get the ideas from, and stuff like that. So you may have spotted, this is a drawing board. It's a Meeden, I think. It's really nice wood. It's quite smooth. I really liked it. I've used it for a couple of years now. I have it on my desk, so it just provides extra height, and you can also angle it to come towards you a bit more, depending on if you want to do a painting or that's just your style. It also has this piece which you can just stick in the hole and then the paper won't move. I think it's really useful, but I found that it disturbs my hand when drawing and it can't be that smooth. So next up, we're moving on to what help I use again. Rulers, they're quite important. I think an approximately 30 to 32 centimeter ruler. I don't know how many inches that is, unfortunately. Stainless steel is always good to have. This is a Helix. This is also a non-slip, so it's got this this coating at the bottom. Plastic rulers are also useful. It really depends on taste. I just like the way this one looks as well. And now I've got a quite important bit coming up. So that's the books I use, my ideas. So firstly you have kind of like car brochures. This is for the BMW 8 Series here. shows you good pictures, good ideas. Not sure how much you can see, but just things like this. And they are really useful. I think it's more premium cars who use this, but still they are really useful. So if you need any ideas, definitely get one of these. I'm not sure where they're available. I think it's more in the dealerships. So next up there's magazines. My probably two favorite magazines are Evo, here in Great Britain obviously. Evo, this is an older one. This is from quite a few years ago. It doesn't really matter because the most important bits you have in the magazine. You have good pictures, you have high quality pictures. I think the newer Evos have even better pictures than this one. I've got one here. Obviously there's a picture of Gordon Murray in here. That's important. It encapsulates an important piece of design, like here, if you think about it. And the articles are really intriguing. So it's just a picture. There's a bit of Le Mans. So yeah, this is what I like to use among others. There's a Grello Porsche here, an article about these. This is obviously quite nice to have these types of articles because you can compare different types of race car. I'm not sure how much you can see it, but you have the GT3R here, the Grello livery. This one is, I think this is like a group, yeah, this is group 3 I think. And there's also the GT3 Cup, which is more like a group 4 car I believe. So it's always nice to have a comparison between 2 or 3 cars because it gives you an interesting way of looking at things, a different perspective. So yeah. Then next up we have Top Gear, one of my other favourite magazines. And for you, this is just the newest one. It also uses good pictures, and as you just see here on this picture of P34 Tyrrell, you have high quality pictures, and I think this one is also, it has a funny part. It's more of a comedic way at looking at things. So definitely, magazines are something you look into and drawing cars, because here we have the new Ferrari 12-cylinder. They have good pictures, they have good articles, they give you good information. So that's what's important here. We have basically all the basic needs for you to draw, and they're also rather stylish in my opinion. So here you have Koenigsegg Jeschko, the Ford Supervan and the Valkyrie, beautiful in my opinion. The CX-75, this one's reimagined by Ian Callum. And basically all the info you need is in one place, so that's why I like magazines. The less great part of magazines is probably how they have pictures in 3D. So if you like drawing 3D, they're good. But if I'm more of a 2D type of person, so that it's hard to find pictures that suit your needs just fine. So these two are done. Then I have specialized books. I have 2 here. This one is called WRC 50. So it's quite battered, but that's how it is. It has good pictures, and it just goes through the history of WRC. So if that's something you like, then this is definitely a book I'd recommend. It's in German, so that's rather suboptimal, but that's how it is. And it goes all the way from 1973 to 2022 or 23. So this is basically, it's good pictures, good insights, and it's a good thing to read, it's a good thing to look at, nice pictures, quite a lot of them. It explains both sides, the successful side, the tragic side, the unsuccessful side, the experimental side of motorsport, so I think that's definitely a good one. If you're into these things, obviously this is like This is like 2000s. I might move on a bit further to the Loeb era, 2007 now. 2008. This is, I think, one of the best looking rally cars ever. In my opinion, just a Citroën C4 WRC from 2008. So it's definitely got good pictures. If this is something you're into, it's definitely something you should probably go out and buy. It's also got this odd kind of format, so that's something to look at, but you get bigger pictures, so that's fine. Then there's also this Formula 1 type of book I like using. It has good pictures, like the others. That's really important. That's just your hand now. But you have good pictures, good insights. It's similar to the other books, just it's a bit more specialised on one thing. It's like the WRC book. This one's not in terms of how years go. This is through themes. And it follows a rough outline, so it starts in 1950, where the first race was. Obviously won by Nino Farina in Silverstone, and it just goes through to about 2020. So it shows you decent pictures, good cars, and definitely if you're into drawing your own cars, which I occasionally do, it's definitely good to get ideas from. Like here, not sure how much you see it. Ayrton Senna's McLaren. This one's really nice. You can get nice ideas from it for period correct stuff, and it just gives different views and aspects on stuff like that. So here it goes through every 10 years, it does one special race. So it does 1950, 1960, and so on. And yeah, this is just something I enjoy reading. It's also in German, but it's fun. It's fun and it's good. So we're coming to an end slowly. There's this book I rather like. It's called Car Design Review. Not sure how much you can see of it. This one's from 2015, so it's rather old. And it's also got this odd format, but it shows great sketches, if you ask me. So this is Jaguar F-Pace now. You have different cars, just the best design nominees of the year 2015. Yeah. So there's also an insight on designers. There's an insight on the way the designers and the people look at the cars, and where the inspiration comes from. So that's definitely an important thing to look into. Also, if you're doing custom cars or tuned cars or just ideations in general, this is definitely a book I recommend. It's in English. I'm not sure if it's available anymore, I doubt it, but still. Books like this, or books that are similar, give a good insight into period correct design, and they give good lines looking into the future 5, 10, 15 years. So, yeah. There's also concepts, hypercars, anything really. There's anything in this book you would want. There's really, it's a wide range of models and variations. Shows also where the designers moved. So it just gives you good insights, interviews, and just things you can really take inspiration from and then put it down onto a pen and paper and really just go, wow, this is good. Then we have a couple of more specified books. So obviously this is just selected on my taste. There's also this one, the classic car book. This one's quite old, but I like this because it shows often 2D pictures. Citroën SM here. Not the best of quality because it's an older book, but it's informative. It gives you short text about cars, and it's enjoyable to read. It's enjoyable to look at. We have nice pictures in terms of perspective, format, things like that. So this was pretty much the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate it, and see you next time. Bye.